My colleague Nivriti Mohan joins us live from Uttarkashi to, in fact, share with us all the details from the site. Nivriti, a very good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Now, we're learning that the rescue operation is currently suspended. What's the latest from the site that you could really share with us? How long are the authorities saying that, it'll take to reach the trapped workers?
See, as you know, Neha, that the drilling has stopped right now inside the tunnel from the tunnel face option. This was the first option that the authorities were thinking that it is the most promising option, and they were putting their entire effort into this thing. But as you know, right now, the drilling machines, that is the auger machine, is stuck inside the tunnel. It is stuck, so the work has also stalled here. But right now, to cut the machine from the tunnel and pull it back from there, the plasma cutter has arrived in Dehradun. IAF has brought it up to there, but from there it has yet to reach to the site, and as soon as it reaches, the stuck part of the auger machine will be cut, and also the pipe through which the part of the auger machine has went inside the tunnel is going inside the tunnel. That part of the pipe has also to be cut, because a pipe has also bent. Unless and until the pipe is not cut, the auger machine, it will be difficult for the workers to pull out the auger machine. So they are trying it very hard that the obstruction that has come is resolved and it is taken away. Now after all this is cleared, they are planning to do it manually now. Yesterday, Chief Minister did a press conference, and he told the reporters, the media who present here, that almost 20 meters of the machine, they had drilled up to 47, 48 meters, as you know. So the drill machine, the auger machine, had gone inside up to that particular point, up to 45 or 46 or 47 meters. Now what he has told the media is that 20 meters of it has been pulled out, and more than 25 meters is still remaining inside, which is stuck inside, and they tried very hard to pull it out, but they were not successful. So now the special equipment, that is the plasma cutter, is being flown into Uttarkashi to the site, and now it will be used to cut that part of the auger machine which is cut, and after it is done, then only the rescue operation from this particular side can resume. But now what has happened is they are also exploring other options, and various studies are being done for all the options, but the most promising option right now is the vertical option, where they are trying to drill vertically. We could see machines were taken to the vertical drilling point, and they have also created a platform there. It's already created, where the drilling machine will be fixed, and then they will start doing it. But right now I can show you, we are at the point where you can see a helipad which has been built specially for the rescue operation, so that the necessary equipments required urgently could be directly airlifted to this point. And from here it is not more than 6 to 7 kilometers to the accident site. So everything which is required is flown here, and then it is taken to the point where the accident has happened. So this helipad is also created so that if when the workers are rescued and they require immediate medical attention, and the medical facility here is not sufficient for them to be treated, so through this helipad they will be airlifted to AIMS in Rishikesh, but that is after they are rescued, and they are really trying hard to rescue them. And you can see the ambulances here. So all the ambulances are ready. Around 40 to 41 ambulances are ready here. Some of them are parked here because of the parking facility is not available at the spot, and many ambulances still are there at spot, so that anytime the workers are rescued, they can be immediately driven to the medical facility, the 41 bed medical facility in Chinyali Sor. So these are the arrangements that have been made after the workers are rescued. But right now, it doesn't seem that it is happening very soon. It is going to take time because, as you know, the auger machine is stuck inside, and this was the option that was the fastest option because the distance was also very less. They had to dig just 40 to 50 meters. Now, if this option doesn't work, they will drill vertically, and for vertical drilling they have to cover at least 80 to 100 meters of distance, which is almost double the distance that they had to cover horizontally from the front end of the front side of the tunnel. The other option which they will be exploring, is from the other Barkot end of the tunnel. Now from that end also the distance is quite large. It is around 400 to 500 meters. It is that part of the tunnel which wasn't yet complete. They had to dig that part of the tunnel. Otherwise, out of 4.5 kilometers of tunnel, 4 kilometers they have already made. Only 400 to 500 meters was remaining. So that is their third option, which they are exploring. But the distance is 400 meters. You can understand 400 meters is almost 5-6 times the distance that they had to cover from the Silkyara end, which they were exploring right now. So difficulties are increasing, of course. It won't be very easy for them, and you cannot expect them to act fast if they explore other options, because there are own dangers in each option. When you explore each option has its own dangers and risks involved in it. So if we consider the option which is vertical drilling option, I have again and repeatedly told on this that if there are aquifers inside, they find aquifers inside, some source of water inside, then it will be risky. Neha, as you know, they have already been doing horizontal drilling from the Silkyara face end of the tunnel. So, because the soil is continuously falling from there, so there must be some cavity formed above the tunnel. So, 40 meters, 50 meters cavity can be there. So while you drill, the soil below is already loose. So drilling vertically is also not going to be very easy because soil below was loose earlier also, that is why it fell. But after it fell, now it has become more fragile. So drilling vertically is also not very easy. And if there is aquifer inside, then it will increase the risk. So what they will be doing, they will be inserting a small pipe, 6 inches pipe, to find out if there is any danger inside, if there is any aquifer, or how much is the cavity that has been created by falling of the soil below. So all this has to be investigated, and if everything goes well and they find that everything is all right, then only they can proceed with a bigger pipe that will be inserted vertically to where the laborers are there, the workers are there inside the tunnel. And it will take time. As I told you, it is 80 to 100 meters above the tunnel, and the distance that they were covering right now was only 60 meters, which they had almost completed, but because of obstructions they could not complete it. So drilling vertically would be almost double the distance they have to cover. And if they go from the back side of the tunnel, it will take more time because they have to dig 500 meters horizontally into the tunnel. So it is going to take a lot of time, though they won't find any metal obstructions if they dig from the back side of the tunnel, because the thing that has fallen, the metal girders, the pipes, the roof of the tunnel that has fallen is on the Silkyara end of the tunnel. So sometimes I think that why did not they try the back side of the tunnel, because they knew that the auger machine, all the things that the auger machine needs to drill is mud, rocks, if they are, if it comes in its way. So on the Barcoat end, it would have been longer, but it would have been a little easier for the auger machine, because it would not have faced any metal obstructions. But because on the Silkyara side, after 200 meters from the Silkyara side, for 60 meters it has fallen, and all this for all 60 meters the roof of the tunnel fell, and it had girders, it had pipes, and as far as I can imagine, it must be there for the entire 60 meters of distance. So that is why they are facing it time and again. The metallic hurdles are coming in front of the machine time and again, and which is just wasting the time of the laborers, and it is delaying the rescue operation as well, though the distance is smaller, much more smaller, but because of these metallic obstructions it is getting delayed.
Right.
So what they have to do is, why is it getting delayed? That is also interesting to know. If we have time I can tell. So what is happening is, once you put the auger machine inside, you have put some pipes through which workers will be coming out. Okay, one by one you are putting pipes. There are of diameter 900 pipes, diameter 800 pipes, then 700 pipes. So you are putting it one by one. And when you put it, you what you do is you put auger machine through the pipes, and then you then the auger machine drills the muck ahead, and it pulls the soil out of the tunnel that is made of these pipes. Now what is happening, where once it gets some obstruction in its way, in the form of some metallic pipes or girders, then the entire auger machine has to be pulled out. So it takes around 1.5 hours to 2 hours to pull it back. Then once it is pulled back, then some laborer has to go inside, and then he has to cut the metallic pieces with with the gas cutter or whatever machine he has got with him. So he cuts it manually. It takes 2 or 3 hours, or sometimes more than that, for cutting the entire metal thing. And sometimes because the pipes were also bent, so he has to cut entire 900 meter or an 800 meter pipe. So it takes 4 to 5 hours. Then he comes back. Then again the auger machine is aligned and put back. It takes another 2 hours, and then again the work starts. The drilling work starts, and if it encounters obstruction again, if it is a metallic obstruction, then the entire process is to be repeated. That is why it is getting delayed. And for the last 4 or 5 days since I'm here, the auger machine has encountered such obstructions for 3 times now. So 3 times and almost 3 days. So this is what is happening right now. This is how it is getting delayed, and this is how laborers are, workers stuck inside have to wait for them to be rescued. Everybody is waiting for them to be rescued, be it the workers who are stranded inside, be it the authorities who are working day and night, be it the workers who are also working day and night and risking their lives, although they are on this side of the tunnel, which is open, but still they are going inside and they are working. Think about the person who is going inside the pipeline to cut those struck metallic pieces. So he is always at risk. He goes inside and he cannot cut it at a one go, because he's going deep inside, say some 40 meters, 50 meters, and when he uses the gas cutter or the welding machine, when the pipes are welded, so it generates smoke, and there is no place where the smoke can come out. So he has to cut for some time, and then he has to come out, and then again he has to go inside, and then again he starts cutting. And when the smoke is created and it is unable for him to breathe, then he comes out, and then so this process goes on. So it is very difficult for everyone who is working out there, and it is difficult for authorities, and I don't know how the workers are working. It is one of the most difficult rescue
Right.
operations I have covered until now.